Okay, prepare for a canter. The obvious collection. Good, so it gets off the aids. And I just want you to touch the button. Not bad, not bad. You're a little bit too far back. Slow down the tempo. Slow down the tempo. Slow down a fraction more. There you go. Challenge his balance. Now softer with the right rein. Feel the weight to the left rein. Slower with the tempo. Right there. Right there. Step. Beautiful. Good. You see why I would slow down that tempo?
Yeah.
That's really good. Really. Good. Because you're in the jumping stirrup, let your shoulders just be a fraction in front of the hips. You can ride the dressage here too. Now, the way I collect the canter, I actually shift more onto my pubic bone. The more collected I go, the more I shift onto my pubic bone. The more, the bigger the canter, the more I go to my back two seat bones in the dressage set. Okay? So as I collect, I think taller this way, raising up my rib cage to allow his back to come up. I'll explain that later as we take a little walk. Just move that saddle shorter and lighter from your pubic. Now as you do this, see the straightness of his body? His neck has got too much bend right there. See if you can get him off the rein aids too. You're moving your seat good, but feel like the armpits could go hold and release, hold and release. So at any given point, you could give me an uber striking. You know what an uber striking is? Okay, it's a movement in the dressage test that you float both the reins, that you can loop both reins, and then you can take the contact again. And what I'm looking for through that uber striking is that the horse can carry themselves and the rider can also carry themselves. So that the horse is completely off the aids. You feel like he's on your aids right now, right? On your rein aids. So move your seat short and light. Get him off your left leg a little bit. Straighten out his head and neck. And now be softer with the right rein. Don't rely on your right hand for your balance. Now back that canter up just a little bit more. There, and then feel like he can give the reins again, so he carries his pull on his own. But I don't want the frame to change. See what I mean? There, see, that's your challenge. Keeping them straight, you feel like you can float the reins at any time. Okay, keep his frame up though, by moving your seat, keeping them collected, lighten them off your left leg a little bit more. Even do a counter bend for me. Let's see your counter bend. There you go. Good. Now you can try it a little straighter, and now feel like you can float your reins. That's it. Good job. Good job. You see where I'm going with this? Now you get a little better self-carriage, yeah? Good. Good. Active. Good. Good. And that's what you need for a flying lead change later. Getting that soft. That's how I want to see your courses go a little bit today too. We could ride your course at a big or medium canter, but first, before you do a little medium canter for me, collect the fraction. It's called a pendulum of collection. You're only going to lengthen a little bit what he can handle. Go and show me a little medium. A little bigger without changing the tempo. Right there. That's your max. That's your max right there. Keep him a little straighter from the outside rein, outside leg. Feel like you can float the right rein at any time. Now bring that back to collection. So I shift my back two seat bones back, stick your booty out almost, and ride from your crotch just a little bit. Good. Polishing the saddle. Collect it a little bit more so you can get them off the inside rein. Float the right rein at any time. Your right elbow's coming out. Relax your right elbow to your side. There. Feel like you can float your right thumb towards the bit. There. Now collect the canter just a fraction more from the outside aids. From the outside. Even do a little counter bend. There. You feel how you're challenging his balance? He wants your right rein, doesn't he? He wants it. There. Now float. There you go. Now you can make him a little straighter up the right leg and bend him to the outside rein from the right leg, but feel like you can float the right rein. That's it. Now collect for a trot transition. Feel like collect a little bit more. Back it up from your crotch, not your back two seat bones. There you go. Back it up. Think about the trot that you want. Think about the trot that you want. And then shorten the stride, slow down the tempo, slower, 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 slower. There you go, right there. Now let him find for his balance. Good. Now collect the trot for a walk transition. Imagine the walk that you want. Imagine the walk that you want. Collect a little bit more. Slow down the tempo just a bit. There we go, right there. Imagine the walk that you want. Stay over your knee. You're too far back with your seat. So, especially with the shorter stirrup, it's hard to, now you're in the jumping saddle, but you could do it. In the dressage saddle with my leg longer, here's how I collect, all right? So, I'm sitting upright here. This is my neutral seat. There's 3 seat bones, your pubic bone and your 2 butt bones. I'm in the neutral seat. The more I collect, the taller I get. You see how my pelvis went? I went back with my hips almost. When I go to lengthen, I go here. When I go to collect, I get taller. So when I do piaffe even, I almost really tall, lifting up my rib cage, I almost take my leg off. Like I'm inflating the lungs. Yeah? I take my leg off, and the horse anticipates the leg, and that's how they get collection, and they feel the back coming up. Now for your walk transition, what you did was, you got great collection in the trot, you were getting it, and then when you went to walk, you went here. Stay here. So he shortens up to you. Okay? Try that again. Or let's go to the left. We'll do a little canter and trot. Walk into a rein back without halting. Okay? Because that will tell you where your throughness is. Alright? The better the horse could do a walk to a rein back without halting, the more connected your horse is. Let me explain. So as a horse, the rein back is a forward movement. So as he walks forward, you're walking, you're collecting the walk, and before they halt, they step back from the going and letting their top line come through forward into a rein back, right? So, in order to be able to do that, we'll look at what your seat does. Your seat bones have to do this, like you're moving the saddle back so that their back can come up and forward and they can rein back like this. Otherwise, the horse goes against the reins and they shuffle back. Make sense? Yeah. All right. So that is a great exercise to have him slow down his brain and think about the aids. Now, when you could do that, that's how I feel like going to a jump. I could put the horse wherever I want underneath me, and it becomes the slowest part of your day. See, that's the training. Yeah? Go ahead and take up the reins. One of those walks that you just want to be happy that he just keeps the walk instead of trotting in the middle of his pack. You know what I mean? Then that's what's going to help almost keep him more tense. You know what I mean? Like you're talking your friend down from the ledge. All right? You can active. Come. There. Good. That's good, Kate. Good. Now, shorten the stride. Let's try some halts. Let's see what your halt is. Shorten the stride. Thumbs up. Hands closed. Good. Collect a little bit more. Collect a little bit more. Don't let the tempo change. See how the tempo's slowing down into the halt? See if you can keep the same tempo into the halt. Then it becomes a good puzzle to solve, doesn't it? There you go. Now you're talking collection. See how his pole comes up? I like that. That's it. Same tempo. That's it. Come. That's it. Good. All right. And walk forward. This is how you get a square halt every time. If you can get that tempo, stay the same, going into the halt. It also tells whether or not your tempo is too fast. Okay? Good. There. That looks like good cadence right there. Good. Good, James. Now, let's see if you can step that. Let's step that into a halt again, and then we'll do the rein back from the halt. Good. I like your seat. Let it sit deep. And step underneath. There you go. Good. Now let's see your rein back. Good. That's too much with the hands. Here's how I want you to do the rein back. You went against the hands. You're good with the halt. Now, let's just say in the halt, you got your support from your armpits down. Let your seat come back and just go tap, tap, tap with your legs. So you start with your leg, not your hands. Yeah? So you go leg, leg, leg. He hits the reins, and then he'll start taking steps back. All right? The one advantage of being tall is that you got a force here, okay? You never need to use your hands. You got your force from your core, okay? From there, go ahead. Now he's relaxed in the halt, so he's not, something's coming up. Now from your leg, rein back. Let your seat come back. That's right, let him solve the puzzle. Just little taps with your leg, like you're walking, but you're walking against your reins. That's right, good. Right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, right leg, left leg, left leg, right leg, left leg. Just open your right hand away from the neck a little bit so it prevents his haunches from going right. So I just open it up away from the neck when his haunches go right. That's it, good. Come. Light leg. Good, okay, good. Now, here's how I want you to use your leg. Pretend your leg just hangs there, okay? And now you're just poking with the spur, so your leg almost the pressure goes, come. That's how I use my leg. Really light off the horse. Like you could take your whole leg off the horse and just lay the hair. Yeah? So when I use the leg, I go tap, 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 like that, not squeeze like that. Does that make sense? Good. Okay, walk forward again. We'll restart. The hardest gait to ride as far as engagement goes. When you go to the halt, you don't want the halt to be, okay, here's when we have to take a break. The halt, he needs to be ready. So I do a lot of transitions from the halt and a lot of transitions to halt. Collect into the halt. Think about the tempo going into the halt. Shorten the stride more in preparation of the halt. Short. Staying on the same track, just the track got sacrificed. Like a little bit more. Come. That's it. Good, Jamie. Think about the track. Keep it concentrate. And left leg can't. Tap with the 8. Let him figure it out. See how he's figuring out the coordination? Sacrifice your track. Look up. No, don't squeeze with the left leg. He's only going to go against it. Kick him with the left leg. Kick him. There you go. See, when you squeezed, what did he do? He went against it, didn't he? Instead, I go, hey. Give him like a little faggoty slap with the left leg. You know what I mean by that? You've seen them. Right? Good. He's just going poop right now, so I'm not saying anything. Okay, now let's play with that pen. Keep the left wrist straight with the left thumb forward. There you go, good. Does he feel off the A's? Yeah. All right, good. Now give me a little bit more cadence to a 12-foot stride. See how that stride got a little behind you? Good, there we go. Now he's in front of you, right? Without running through you. Go ahead and loop the reins. Good, and bring it back with your support of your armpits. That's gorgeous. That's how I want you to do your stadium courses. Beautiful. All right, let's prepare for a trot. So you may need to come back to your seat a little bit. Come into a full seat again. Collect the trot, canter. Think about the trot that you want. Do you feel his balance challenge? That's homework, right? That's where you can, there you go, good job. Now prepare for a walk. Think about the walk that you want. Keep the same tempo. Good effort with your seat, good job. But that's where his balance is challenged, right there. So here's how you monitor his balance. A lot through your track and your rhythm. The 3 components to your rhythm is your length of stride, that you're challenging the length of stride, and when you shorten that stride, that you could still keep him straight, and that also that he maintains the same tempo as well, right, with cadence. If he starts struggling and the anxiety level pitches way up, you know you asked too much. You want to test it. Don't push it. Yeah? Good. That's homework.